Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and this video is covering everything you need to know about FRCR 1 physics, the resources, the good timelines, the strategies, and how to not miss this exam in first attempt. So without any further delays, let's first of all discuss how is this exam made. So there are around 200 statements and you need to mark those statements true or false. These are actually divided into 40 questions. So each question statement is followed by five statements that need to be marked by the candidate true or false. And the passing marks are around 150, variable in each attempt. Sometimes 145, sometimes 149, sometimes 156 or 154. So it's variable, but around 150. So whenever you are practicing, aim for around 80% so that you can build confidence and a comfortable buffer. Second, I am discussing the core resources that you need. First of all, there are resources for building concepts and gaining knowledge. FARS is the gold standard. FARS is the actual textbook that you need for this exam. You need to revisit this book at least 3 times during your preparation period, which should be for around 6 to 7 months or 8 max. And this is a very concise and very small book. You can try to learn it, you should learn it, but you cannot learn it without understanding, and to build good understanding you need help. Sara Abdullah Notes is a good book in a way that it's concise, it's a simpler, and I must say it's a book that explains FARs. So this is an explanatory book and written in a simpler language, but contains the same things that are written in FARs. So when you are studying both of these books together, you are building your core knowledge, the foundation that you need to attempt this exam. Secondly, we have some online resources. Radiology tutorial videos are excellent videos. These are lengthy. You need around 2 to 3 months to visit all of these, but these are game changers. I personally used this resource and it helped me a lot. The concepts that I built at the start of my training while using these videos are still are still actually in my memory, so strong that I feel confident about my physics whenever or wherever exam I take. And secondly, we have Dr. Amin's lectures. These are good for revision purposes. There are around 3 hours lecture for each topic, and these are actually very good to revise the knowledge and consolidate it. Second, we have practice books. So for practice, there are two types of resources, the books and then some online question banks. Both are high yield, both are needed. I have listed the books in from high yield to low yield. You should try to attempt all these books, and Shehzad Ilyas is the highest yield book. Do not miss it. During my first attempt, I wasn't guided properly. I didn't knew the importance of this book, and I actually did miss it. Actually, I think I did few chapters but missed some, and it costed me. So try to focus on it because it has some difficult concepts, and you need to revise those concepts. Get Through is a good book, Oxford is a good book, Succeeding is also good for practicing. So do all these four, how I will be discussing in the next few slides. Then there are online resources. For the online purposes, there are these three resources. A first year exam prep, again the highest yield and highly recommended. And the cost for 3 month subscription is around 13 to 16,000 rupees, and it actually contains a large number of questions for practicing, and it makes sure that one concept is revisited uh, in different questions format. In this way your knowledge is consolidated. So I like it for this, and it's a must, I must say. Then BMJ one examination is also another resource, a high yield resource. It also builds your concepts and revise everything that you are studying, and these two resources can be done easily during this 4 to 6 month period while you're preparing for the exam. Lastly, we have MypassFRCR. It's a free resource. So if you are low on budget or you are in early phases of your preparation and you are doing one or two practice book, then you can accompany your preparation with this resource in the early stages of the preparation. Then we have one important thing, the notes making strategy. Always try to create your own notes, and it's not recommended to make around like whole notebook by making notes. Try to add key points in your FARs because you will be revisiting FARs around 3 times. So when you're practicing and you find something that wasn't very clearly written or understood in FARS, then you can write that in your book. And in this way, whenever you are revisiting it, especially in the last month of your preparation, you will be revising it. So make notes. So next we have the strategy. So this is your 5 to 6 month timeline divided in 3 phases. So ideally you need around 2 to 3 months for your first read for of the FARs and learn the basics. Do try to read FARs as well as Sara Abdullah and watch videos as well as try to do one practice book. So whatever chapter you are reading, follow that after your complete read with one or no, at least the MCQs, the practice books of that chapter, one or two books in this first phase. Secondly, you have 2 months to revise and do all the practice books in the next half. uh, Try to do all rest of the question resources in around 2 months and start doing online question banks. So whenever you are 3 months behind your exam, you have around 3 months left in your exam. I recommend that you buy your subscriptions and start doing those online resources. And lastly, when there is around 1 month left in your exam, revisit FARS. This will be your third read and focus on hard questions that you weren't sure and you got wrong in your first review of the books or your online resources, or even if you haven't completed all the resources, try to finish all of those in this last month. And lastly, in the last 2 to 3 days before the exam, I recommend this checklist that you do revise Shehzad Ilyas. I have this habit to review one practice book 2 to 3 days before exam. I do this in every exam because I believe that doing practice is a quicker way of revising rather reading a whole book. So this is my approach. Yours could be different. So plan according to your aptitude, but this is what I find easier and better. So I have written it here, and then do all the marked questions that you found difficult or incorrect in the online question banks. And lastly, revisit your notes and try to review FARs quickly for the concepts and the things that you know that you miss. And this is the only some strategy and some important practical points about this exam, that this is a conceptual exam. This is not a exam of simple learning. This is about concepts. This is about patterns. So try to learn these and practice as much as you can, and always focus on your weak areas, because sometimes in exam there is such a confusing question about a simple concept that you just feel lost it. But if it's from an area which you are already weak in, then you can really screw your exam. So try to focus and try to revisit all the mistakes that you are doing while practicing. And this is all you need to know. And in this smarter way of preparing and following all these high yield resources, I am fully confident that you will clear this exam in your first attempt. So watch this video, and if you have any questions, let me know and share it with anyone who might be needing and is appearing in the exam soon. So stay tuned and take care. Bye bye.